Welcome everyone, this is On Just Restart, and this time we're going to be going over a poll I put up for you guys a few days ago where I asked, what is your preferred method of playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? And before I get into the actual poll results, I first want to go over my own personal thoughts on how I prefer to play Pokemon Let's Go. So here's the thing. My least used mode is actually docked mode, and it's not to say I don't like docked mode, because I do. Seeing Pokemon in HD, 1080p on the big screen is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I do adore it. However, when I'm playing in portable mode, it's just a lot more comfortable. There's just something that's just very convenient about having it with me all the time, whether I'm sitting on the couch or just kind of walking around the house or playing in my bed. I just like having it all right there. It's a very comfortable experience in that way. And on top of that, I kind of prefer to catch Pokemon in actual portable mode, because the motion controls are a bit more limited. You have a bit more control, because while there is still some gyro aiming, you can also use the analog stick, and it's a bit more consistent for me in that way. Now, it's not to say I don't actually enjoy the motion controls, because I do. I do enjoy throwing the controller, well, not the controller, but using the Joy-Con to throw the Pokeballs. I kind of enjoy that experience, and it's pretty cool. But what I really appreciate about playing the game in dock mode is I can hold the controller with just one hand, and that's something I kind of really like. It can be a lot more casual. You can have your drink in one hand, or be eating chips with one hand and be controlling the game with another, and your hands can kind of be wherever you want. And that's something that's kind of nice. Something that kind of reminds me of back in the Wii days, where you could we had the nunchuck in the Wii remote. You didn't have to have your hands like this. So that's something I kind of appreciate about being able to play the game in docked mode. However, there's another mode that I really appreciate, that I actually play more than docked mode, and that mode is tabletop mode. Now, the thing about tabletop mode is that I have access to the motion controls while also kind of getting that same sense of mobility of portable mode, just kind of being wherever I want to be in the house. So what I do is I just kind of put either the switch screen on a table or on my bed or on my lap, and I have the controllers in my hand, and I can use that to throw the Pokeballs. And it's a really convenient thing to do. Now, I want to make a note that I just said Pokeballs, because yes, I do use both controllers in tabletop mode, and there's a reason why. It's not to make the game easier, because I don't want the game to be any easier. It's already pretty easy. It's actually because there's this thing called chain combos in Pokemon Let's Go, and chain combos is basically where you catch the exact same Pokemon several times in a row, and as you continue that combo, the Pokemon becomes even better or more likely to have better stats, and the chances of it becoming shiny also increase as well. And you can get a lot more rewards like candies and such. So it's really beneficial to use two controllers, because you can get a synchronization bonus, which increases your experience as you go catching a whole bunch of Pokemon, and you can get above the hundreds here. I've done it a few times already to get some pretty good Pokemon like my shiny Charmander, which I really am excited about. So that's why I use tabletop mode a lot, because it's just kind of convenient to throw two controllers in that way. But ultimately I find myself using portable mode the most, because it's the most comfortable, most convenient way to play the game most of the time. Now, while that may be my personal preferences to play Pokemon Let's Go, I did put up a poll and asked you guys what you guys thought, so here are the results. Now, the exact question I actually asked was, how do you prefer to play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? And it provided 5 different choices. The choices were tabletop mode, which only got 3%. Then in 4th place we got a bit of both, which he only had 17%. Then in 3rd place we got portable mode, which got 22%. And then 2nd place, which was dock mode, got 29%. So you're probably wondering, what could possibly be the other mode? You already mentioned tabletop mode, docked mode, and portable mode, and a bit of everything. So what other option could there be? Well, I was kind of joking, and I didn't think this option would win out, but it did. So at 30%, which is the highest vote for a particular category, we got, I just create fake reviews to lower the user score on Metacritic. So there was a bit of a scandal, because the user scores on Metacritic for Pokemon Let's Go were very, very low. It seemed like people were making fake reviews, and I think they did, because they all kind of came out on the day the game became available, before people even had time to play the game. But that's besides the point. That's a whole other issue. It was meant to be a joke. So yeah, I didn't expect that to actually win. Kind of funny, and I do understand that some people just don't actually like Pokemon Let's Go that much. They're just kind of waiting on the mainline Pokemon game coming out next year. But I really like Pokemon Let's Go, and millions of others also enjoy Pokemon Let's Go. So let's talk about what some of you guys had to say in the poll. Fran_mod, who chose portable mode, said this: First, I think the game was boring, but when I buy it, I never stop to play it. I love the game. So from what I understand, at first you weren't really feeling the game before you got it, but you actually decided to pick it up, and now you love it. So I actually can really appreciate that because you gave the game a shot, and now you realize that it's actually really, really good. And I think that's the thing about this game. A lot of people didn't really give it a fair shot, and a lot of people who have given it a shot have realized, hey, this is actually a pretty fun game. It was very well designed, and I think Game Freak did some really special things with Pokemon Let's Go. I'm in agreement there. I love the game. And also, I do personally agree with you in preferring portable mode. That is my preferred way to play the game. Maui the Pug, who chose I just create fake reviews to lower the user score on Metacritic, said, "Damn it, you caught me." Yes, I did, Maui the Pug. Now the whole internet knows that you created all of the fake review scores on Metacritic to lower the perception for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Yes, this is a joke. Kyle's Galaxy, who chose dock mode, said this, because it's so awesome seeing Kanto in gorgeous 1080p. I'm right there with you. The game is gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's vibrant. When I do want to see the game at its best, when I'm going to those really big moments, I tend to go into dock mode to see the game at its very best, and it looks brilliant. I can't wait to see what they do with Pokemon next year for Gen 8. Diala Singh chose portable mode, and they said this: "Catching Pokemon is so much easier this way, but the single Joy-Con is so comfortable." Yeah, I agree with you on both points. Portable mode is just a lot more easier to do, but at the same time, using that single Joy-Con just offers you the ability to kind of veg out and eat and drink while still playing the game, and that's something that I can also really appreciate. Adam Jones chose portable mode, and they said, "For some reason, the aiming is stupidly calibrated based on the size of my TV and the distance I am from it. I have to aim way further to the left or right to hit anything in that direction. Portable mode is a lot easier, so my hand is kind of forced." So I kind of understand what you're saying. Yeah, obviously portable mode is way more comfortable to use, and when I'm playing with the Joy-Cons, throwing the Pokeball straight isn't really an issue, but it's when the Pokemon is moving side to side, jumping around, that it becomes a bit more problematic. I don't quite understand how to throw accurately and consistently to the side. Now, there may be a tutorial system in place that I just didn't bother to check out. Maybe I can get better advice in that way, but nothing that was very obvious, so I don't really know what to do about that. I kind of just avoid that situation. You can use barriers to slow down the movement for particular Pokemon, so if you still want to play in dock mode, you can use the barriers to do that, and you could probably still get away with just using the Joy-Con. But yeah, I also kind of agree with you. It's a little hard to get a grip on it if you're trying to actually catch Pokemon that are moving around from left to right really fast. Quality Memer chose dock mode, and they said, "Actual Pokemon game on the TV for years." That is right. We haven't had an actual Pokemon game on the TV for a very long time, and I think the actual exception to that to a mainline Pokemon game would be on Pokemon Stadium, where you could use the GBA transfer pack to play Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, and Silver, maybe Crystal on the N64. That was a pretty cool experience, and I'm glad to see Pokemon back on the TV again, and it's just a special thing to have it in that way. And my boy Lazy James chose portable mode, and they said, "I like playing right before I go to bed, a good chill game." That is true, man. Just having the game in portable mode, kind of snuggling up under the covers, having the screen right there when the lights are off, that really reminds me of when I was a kid, when I did that very exact same thing. On the Game Boy Advance, on the Game Boy Color with those little squiggly turny lights, on the Game Boy SP, on the DS, on the 3DS, just playing Pokemon at night, just right there before you're going to sleep is just it's a memorable experience for me, or rather I should say it's a nostalgic experience for me when I'm playing Pokemon Let's Go, and I really appreciate it. It's just a very comfortable, very soothing experience to play in that way, and I love it for that. So guys, those are just some of the comments from the poll. What do you guys think about the results? Do you guys feel like this is accurate? Do you guys feel like portable mode should have been higher, or dock mode? Or are you also one of those who just didn't like Pokemon Let's Go, so that's why you chose the joke option? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, or if you didn't get to vote or share your thoughts, also let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys all really soon. This is On Just Restart, and if you love Nintendo content, I would appreciate it if you subscribed. But that's all for now, everyone. See you all really soon. Bye.